Harry Kane scored, and Harry Kane finished with 23 goals, and he deserved it because every season he is scoring a lot of goals. I have also posted in my previous videos that he made it clear that he wants to leave the club because he wants to play for cups, European cups, because he is scoring goals. So why not? Why should he stay with Spurs? No disrespect to Spurs because they are also very good team. They are a good team. In fact, they are one of the big six, but they are not winning anything lately. And Harry Kane, soon he will be 30, and after that, who knows? So he is trying his best to win something, and maybe this season, next season, he will change up, and Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City all want him. So let's see who can sign him, and I am sure it will be a good sign. Another thing I really want to mention is that Chelsea. I am very. I don't know how to say this because I want to talk about Chelsea goals, high scorer. Last season, Tammy Abraham scored 15 goals for us, and this season he scored 6 goals. But the top scorer was Jorginho with 7 goals only. A, a player scoring 7 goals in an entire season, all penalties. He is our top scorer. A club that is competing for top 4 and also in the Champions League final. So their main striker or a main player scoring goal for them entire season is 7 goals. So this is a big concerning for Chelsea because last season they have excuse. So Maurizio Sarri left. He left because not for any other reason, because he cannot smoke weed. He cannot smoke cigarettes in the stadium Stamford Bridge because it is banned. You cannot. They can smoke in Italy. You cannot smoke in public stadium in Stamford Bridge or any other stadiums. You cannot. So they gave him a separate place to smoke, and still he was not happy with that. So he decided it is better I will go to Italy to manage Juventus or any other club. So he left. They said that it was mutual deal or whatever. He left. Frank Lampard came back. He had no experience. Obviously, a club legend. Some 1 year or less experience with Derby County, and he came back. Chelsea had a 1 year transfer ban. 2 transfer seasons. Chelsea cannot buy any players. So Chelsea had a lot of excuse. We are using our academy players. We cannot buy any players. Players are banned from signing. We cannot sign players. But Chelsea, we have inexperienced players. We are playing with kids. Anything. They had a lot of excuses, and it was also okay with fans because if I remember correctly, Chelsea won 6 in a row last season, and they finished with 66 points. Last year also the same thing happened. We depended on the last game week because this season Chelsea, Leicester City and Liverpool were fighting for the top 4. Last season Chelsea, Leicester City and Manchester United were fighting for the top 4. Manchester United also got 66 points and Chelsea also got 66 points last season. But Manchester United goal difference were better because they have beaten us 2 times, 4-0 in the opening day, I guess. And this season they are in the second. In fact, they were not even playing their full team, and they won today 2-1. So they finished with 74 points. But that is not my point right now. So the point is, last season also we keep it for the last day, and this season also. But the difference was last season we did one, and this season thanks to Spurs and Gareth Bale goals. Else we won't be even in the top 4. We will be in the 5th. So the thing is that last season we scored we got 66 point, and this season we got 67 points. uh, I don't think that gap can be reduced too much if we cannot score goals, because our forwards and are not even trying to score goals at all. They are when they are playing fast 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or even fast half, it is like a beach party. They are just playing for charity or a casual game to impress the queen or whatever. It is not like competing for the top spot or Premier League champions, or fighting for Champions League. It is not like that. They are taking the games very casually. And last season we have considered 54 goals if I remember correctly, and this season we have considered 36 goals. 36 or 34, I am a bit confused. So thanks to Eduardo Mendy, his saves are very important, and the clean sheets, else we will be considering a lot of more goals, just like last season. So the goals, I think since today we scored only one goal, I think we finished with 57 goals. 57 goals or 58 goals. 57 to 58 goals. That means we are scoring 1.5 goals per match. Oh, so we are playing 38 games and scoring 57 to 58 goals. That means we are scoring 1.5 goals per match. There will be matches where we cannot score any goal. Suppose 5 games, 7 games, 10 games, 15 games. Suppose 15 games, if you are not scoring in the 15 games, then you don't deserve to be in the Champions League. So suppose 10 games we cannot score. So 28 games. There will be games we will be scoring 4-0, 5-0, 6-2. If we cannot score 6. We used to score 8 goals against Aston Villa, against Wigan. We used to score 8-0, 8-0. We used to score in 2012, 2013, 2011. We used to score. There was Laurent Malouda, Didier Drogba, Salomon Kalou. We used to score. It is not like first time we will be scoring 8 goals or 9 goals. But since we cannot score right now, there will be games which we can score 4 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals. So take in average, we are scoring 3 goals. So 28 into 3, simple math. You do the math. We will be scoring how much goals? 85 to 90 goals at least. 84 to 90 goals at least we will be scoring. Considering that we are not scoring in the 10 games. Suppose it is 0-0 or 0-1 loss or whatever. If we are scoring 57 to 58 goals, that means we are not giving enough strength forward. We are not getting forward. We are not trying our best to score goals. We are just defending and trying that there will be a penalty for us, or a handball on their penalty box, so that we will get a penalty, or any VAR decision go against them. It cannot happen every day. Last year Chelsea had excuse that transfer ban, new manager, we cannot afford new players. Okay, you still finished fourth, and every fan were happy. No one was expecting more than that. But this season, what is your excuse? What is your excuse? You spend 22 million just because you think that if you will buy 5, 7, 10 players, and you will change your entire squad, and that will bring goals and good defense, then it will not happen, because the players also have to communicate. When Thiago Silva came to Chelsea and he made that mistake, I think it was against West Brom, 3-3 draw this season. He back passed the ball and it went to the goal. Pereira or someone scored. So there was lack of communication. So the one players was saying that Thiago is talking in Portuguese and I cannot understand what he is saying. There is communication problem. So it happens, because even the Euro is coming. Suppose players are playing from Portugal or England are mostly in UK playing for Championship and Premier League, but Spain, there are a lot of players from La Liga, Premier League and Bundesliga, whatever. So their communication, there will be communication problem because they are playing for some other division, other team, other league. So they have to communicate among themselves, and it will take some days. It is not like they will go immediately, and within 5 to 7 days they'll get ready for the matches. There will be lack of communication. So the same thing, you bought Hakim Ziyech, he was immediately injured. Timo Werner is not scoring goals or missing chances. He is not that bad actually. He is missing chances. He is having a bad luck. Today also he scored, but as usual, offside. So, but you bought Hakim Ziyech, he was immediately injured. And one good thing with Timo Werner is that he is not injured at all. He always is eager to play. He has, I have never seen him being injured or whatever. Hakim Ziyech injured, Christian Pulisic injured, Callum Hudson-Odoi, he went to that bar to chase some chicks and got some fine, gave some fine, and he was also injured or whatever. They are all injured. And Hakim Ziyech, I don't know why you wasted money on him, because he scored some important goals, but he is not getting any chances in the team. So what is the meaning of buy a player if you can give him chance? Kai Havertz, what can he do? He is doing good for Leverkusen. So what he can do? The same thing for Chelsea. Fernando Torres was a big flop, but was a legend for Liverpool. So if you are going to buy 20-30 players, costly players, and if you think that you can change immediately, that is not going to happen. And I remember one thing Timo Werner said, that when he signed for Chelsea, he was in the stadium, he was in the bench because he was not playing. But when the start of the season, we play one friendly against Brighton, he scored, and the match ended 1-1, I guess. Not guess, I am sure the match ended 1-1. And the first match of this Premier League was also with Brighton. So when he played before the start of the season, he said that we have to be calm down, we have to slow down, and I will bring goals, and I will tell you how much. The number is 25. I will score 25 goals, but we have to be careful and brave and etc etc. But what happened? He scored only 6 goals. I am not blaming him, but because he is lack of confidence, is lacking confidence. That is for sure. Because when he was playing in Leipzig, he was playing for Red Bull Leipzig. He was scoring goals, 3 goals, 4 goals immediately. He was a goal machine, goal scoring machine, and they call him Turbo Timo because he ran so fast. But offside, handball, ball going to the bar, goal post. He is saving it. So bad luck. I hope the next season will bring good of him, but I am not sure if if they will keep doing like this. Then I am not sure that they will be able to finish in the top 4, because competition is tough. It is not some other leagues or group championship or fourth group, or you are playing FA Cup qualification. It is very very tough Premier League, and every team is trying to be at least every team will trying to be stay in the Premier League, not to get relegated at least, and some will of course compete for Champions League and at least Europa League. So it is very tough. We cannot take the opponent so easily, and it is nice that we are finishing in the top 4, but we have to keep trying, and someday maybe we will again become Premier League champions. And all eyes are now on the 29th of May, where we will play the Champions League final against Manchester City. And they didn't rest any too much player. Ederson still kept the goal and saved a penalty, and they scored 5-0. They won 5-0. It was a big margin, and we lost 2-1. So we can expect what is coming in the Champions League. If we will play like this, then surely it is better to forfeit. It is better to forfeit than to lose 6-0 or 7-0. It will be a shameful defeat, and every people will remember that look, Chelsea lost 7-0, 8-0 to Manchester City. It is not always a all English cup final. It is a very special game. However, last 2 years ago, Liverpool played Tottenham Spurs, It was nice also. It is a big game. It is a big game. We have to be prepared. We have to be prepared. We cannot take it casually. Not at all.